Hello fellow engineers, welcome to another episode of the Survival on Triton. We are here building our loading platform, and as you can see we have more pistons to build, and this because I have to expand the loading platform to more or less the whole surface area of this base. So let's get started. So by adding these additional pistons, not only I will have more strength for the whole loading platform, but it should also be more stable. Let's see. Okay, no, this is not the real speed of this thing, but I prefer to speed it up. I don't know, for me it kind of looks cool. Although by using the arms camera maybe would have been a little bit easier, but for the sake of the look maybe I thought it would be better. Okay, so let's add that hinge part over there. The cool thing is that I can do it even with the hinge on the same position. Interesting. Another strange thing that I've noticed, not on this loading platform, is on the rover's loading platform. Actually, it was working, as you can see from one of the previous episodes, but now it gets stuck after the first few centimeters of movement. I do not know why. Maybe something has changed in the physics of the game. So I will probably get rid of that and make some mechanism similar to this, or maybe something different. Meanwhile, on this platform I will keep adding blocks to make the platform wider or larger, and on this side I have already the two sets or pairs of pistons with hinges, so that should be enough to cover most of the surface of this base. I don't know if I will expand it more, but I think it's enough. Oh, and yes, speaking of stability of this platform, I actually had an accident. You can see here that part exploded. I'm rebuilding it. I have no idea why it happens, and sometimes I even find the parts of the hinge part and the piston head, not this one that is on the sides, but the one that is along the length of the base. That's not good. But I'm not changing the design, as I've done a lot, so we will try to fix as it happens and try to find out why it happens and eventually manage to avoid this kind of accidents. So in other words, to avoid this kind of accident, what I was thinking is just to change the strength and speed of each part, because I know that these sidearms in particular, being different from the rest, need to move at different speeds. So that might be one of the problems, and I have already an idea to fix it, even if that will imply changing slightly the design. I just hope I won't need to do that, but eventually that's the plan. So now I have finished to fix this part, and also most of the platform is already in place. It's time for another test. Here it gets stuck, but eventually I managed to fix that. I'm sorry, I forgot again to grab or to record the part where I fix it, but I think it's the boring part. The fun part is to see this platform move up and down again and again and again. Well, I know it's not funny, but it's necessary to test the stability. For example, the hangar door, I ran that for half a day with timers moving it up and down, and then I was able to determine that effectively it was stable enough for this base. I don't know if I would do the same with this loading platform because shortly after we finish to build this base and fire prime, we will leave this place not for forever, but at least for a long time. So this part of the loading platform is done. As you can see, it's now time to move the ship away from here so that I can use the robotic arm to weld the rest of the platform. So while I maneuver the ship outside, I'm going to ask you, what do you think about this series? Do you have any suggestion? For example, in the next series, I might spend less time building and maybe, I don't know, more action, doing something else, fighting drones, or I really can't think about anything else about building, but you let me know, please. So back to what we were doing. I think when I have, well, before I have the full ship built, I should get rid of this ugly thing here outside. It's sort of a minor, but I mostly use to carve the whole base. If you look at the first episodes, I think you can see it in action. It was very useful at the time, but really I don't need it anymore. So back to the base. Whoa, the door is not yet closed. It's taking a long time. Let's have a look how it works. Merge the first part, the second part. Done. Okay. Everything is okay. Let's get back to the base. And here you can also see the sensors in action. That gate is closing automatically as I move away. Oof. This base is so big. How far is the entrance? Okay, let's take a break. No, let's use the jetpack. I forgot I have a jetpack. Okay, let's get inside the base. And here we are back inside. Oh, look. This panel was the elevator that is not working. But let's ignore that. Let's continue fixing this loading platform. I mean, welding it. Because anyways, we will have to get rid of that loading platform. The next version should move up to the same level of this loading platform. Or even further up. So we will have to think about a design. In the meantime, enjoy the accelerated time build. This is something shouldn't happen. I don't know where it belongs. Apparently the loading platform was okay, so we can continue. Okay, so I have skipped a large chunk of time, and here you can see that I have added all the greebles that I had also on the other side for these containers, tanks, refineries. All the functional blocks you can think of are there. It's gonna look much better, and yeah, it will have those containers and functional blocks protected by eventual accidents. So finishing the last blocks here, and then we can move on to something else. Here you see the result. The loading platform is completed. The greebles on both sides are done. So we are much closer to finishing this base. Oops, I accidentally opened the gate. It's activated by a sensor, and it activates on every friendly and owner, player, and ship. So since we are outside, let's bring the ship back in, as we have already welded all the blocks. We can do that. So the usual pre-flight check, unlock the landing gear, activate the thrusters, and then we can fly our ship inside the base. Okay, ship docked. Let's move the platform up. And yes, I don't think I showed you before, but I have added something right there that allows me to enter the control room with this. Oh, I need a door. Let's make it. Oh, hey guys, you're here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. So this episode is kind of shorter. I have already built a little bit more, but I'm going to say goodbye right now because I want to showcase the base with a couple of, nice shots. So enjoy the view and see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you do, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.